It's only been a couple of weeks, but man, have I missed saying this. Welcome to the Kev and Pico show. As we always do, let us introduce ourselves.
Pico, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. No, I'm not from the Santa Claus. I am Kev.
And I, of course, am Pico. Kev, Christmas is over. We're on the New Year trail now, my friend. This is our New Year, previous year, episode 49.
End of year, start of the year, show.
Yeah. How are you?
Episode, was it 49, Pico?
49, Kev, yeah. So, look before we review the year, we better go and review 1949, Kev.
As you do.
As I do, right? And look I thought this was a really big one this week, or should I say that year, because it was on my birthday, and I never knew this happened, Kev, right? Actually, okay. That's a big one. I'm going to say something else because I don't have any details of it, right? In 1949, the Soviet Union detonated its first atomic bomb. I don't know where, I don't know what happened, I don't care, right? People probably died, right?
Probably Chernobyl, was it? No.
No, it wasn't Chernobyl. Like the 80s, wasn't it, or something? Yeah. Right. The 17th of April, my birthday, right? At midnight, 26 counties officially leave the British Commonwealth under terms of the Republic of Ireland Act 1948. A 21-gun salute on O'Connell Bridge, Dublin, ushers in the Republic of Ireland. The government also recognises the existence of the Republic of Ireland. That was on my birthday. Yeah, I know. If I had an Ireland jersey, that'd fit. Yeah, that's cool. I thought, Kevin. That was on my birthday. But then again, I don't know if they mean that it was on midnight this 18th, or if it was like midnight.
No, midnight. Midnight means it's the next day, you dickhead.
So midnight of the 16th, so the start of the 17th.
Yeah, so the 17th, yeah.
Cool, right. And then because we do the birthdays, Kev, and that will happen on my birthday, I thought I had to do a birthday, 1949. He was number one the day I was born, with a song. Hello.
Lionel Richie.
Exactly. It's 72 on.
I just thought you were saying hello. I just thought actually the way you were looking there, you looked up towards us, your wife was standing there.
I wanted to do it.
Saying hello to your wife.
Yeah, no, she's not close to me tonight. No, it was trying to look like Lionel. Yeah, 20th of June, Kev. Right now, we have three singers, birthdays, right? This guy is loved by a lot of women, right? I want to say summer of 69. No, is that Bryan Adams? No, that's not right. Okay, I don't know who it is.
Bon Jovi.
Bruce Springsteen.
That's not Bruce Springsteen.
Summer 16 is Bryan Adams, isn't it?
Fucking hell, that's Bryan Adams. Bon Jovi or something.
So yeah, Bruce Springsteen anyway. Yeah, Bruce, 72, hey. 23rd of September. If you're at the quizzes, 23rd of September.
Loved Donald Drums back in the day, but now he's all good.
We didn't start the fire, Kev. It was always burning. When the worlds were turning, we didn't start the fire. Who was that? Originally. Fuck, I hope it's him.
I don't know.
Billy Joel.
Joel.
Joel. Billy Joel. Right. But he's not Mexican. May the 9th, 1949 was when Mr. Billy Joel was born. So yeah, guys, that is your 1949 history. Come on, the Republic, and also your birthdays for that year. So yeah, if you're in the quizzes, Happy New Year's, blah blah blah, etc. etc. Kev, what's the crack? How you on?
Christmas. Hey, how did your Christmas go, me old flower?
Well, Kev, I am the most positive man in the world, as you know, right? And it turns out this week I was more positive than ever before. I have, of course, as Freddie Mercury said it, as Denzel Washington said it. No, Tom Hanks said it in Philadelphia. Slightly different thing, but I got it, Kev.
Slightly different virus.
Yeah, I got it, man. I got it. I got the COVID. So I do. Don't know which one, but I got one of them. And it has
so you were locked in for Christmas, Pico? You were locked in for Christmas Eve. That's when you tested positive, was it?
Well, I haven't. We are recording this on Thursday, right? I technically have not tested positive yet. Okay, so there are four of us in the house. We close contact in school. negative antigen test, went for PCR then because there was a positive antigen. The child was positive. That was on like the 23rd, right? Then we all went on the 24th up to Monaghan. Great setup. I've given huge credit. Great setup up there. So there was with it. We all went up and got tested. Got the text message on Christmas Day. The wife had it, but me and Jamie were negative. So we were great because no symptoms. We were like, "Way, we're men. Whoa, we can beat this thing." And then 2 days later, I thought I got ran over by a bus. So I did. And not one of them yellow buses. I mean, like a proper double-decker Pride bus, right? It was bad. So did antigen test, and I had done antigen tests already, and they're all negative, right? This was the fastest and darkest positive antigen test I had seen ever, right? You didn't need 15 minutes of this. It was like 15 seconds. It was pure black on the line. And I was like, yeah, that's not good. So felt really shit Monday. Tuesday, did a 10-hour shift and work, feeling shocking. Wednesday then, the wife was really bad, with fucking nausea, headaches, all this kind of stuff. I was meant to be working, ended up getting off mine with the kids. Had the kids again today then. So it's like I haven't had COVID. I just had to keep on going as normal. But went today to the Clans, another well set up place. And this wasn't being done by like the HSE, I learned. This is just like a pop-up one by the John.
HSA,
not John.
God.
Is that what they're called? Sorry, yeah, like the ambulance.
John's ambulance. Ambulance.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So there's just like 3 girls there, a couple of security guys. You're very well, simple done, very well done. So I'm waiting on the test result, which obviously is going to be like positive, and we think unfortunately Jamie has it as well. But look, as you said, Kev, as other people said as well, at least 4 of us have it now. You know what I mean? So all are isolated. Yeah. Like the girls have finished their isolation now in a couple of days. I still have until next week, so I'm missing football next week as well, which doesn't really bother me. You know what I mean? I just want to get to next Friday, and I can hopefully get out, get some air, and go for a fucking walk. Although I'm struggling with my breathing, which is annoying me a wee bit. I go up the stairs.
Yeah.
I come down the stairs.
I rang him the other day just to see how he was, and literally, I thought Pico had done a 5K literally 5 seconds beforehand, but no, Pico was just walking around his house.
I was walking around the kitchen, not even the house, just the kitchen, small kitchen, not a big kitchen. Walking around it, breathing difficult. Look, hopefully that'll piss off. But yeah, Kev, apart from my great fun COVID Christmas, how was your Christmas, my man?
I had a great Christmas. Now, of course, nobody was out anyway, but it was probably a good time to get a Pico because nobody's out. People were a lot of food, a lot of minerals. As I like to call them, minerals, a lot of chat, a lot of crack. Kids got a lot of presents, which was great.
Yeah, good man said that.
Yeah, fair play to him and all the family. But most of all, just ate myself through Christmas, which was absolutely fantastic. And that was really it.
Happy. Not working. I remember I used to work with you. You're off still, aren't you?
I'm off. I'm off 2 weeks, baby.
One thing I miss, why is that? Hey, finishing early on Christmas Eve and fucking not coming back. Hey, deadly.
No way. But apart from that, absolutely quite great crack. Lovely Christmas. But that was really it.
The folks come out. Like, did you have a family? Did you come out for a bit?
Folks were here Christmas Day for a couple of hours, but that was really it. We kind of not that we were isolated. Not a few of the cousins they were hiding out in their rooms as well at that stage. So I said, "Mom, stay away from me if you're going to be visiting other people."
Yeah, exactly.
So we kind of kept to ourselves just to make sure.
Happy days, Kev. Happy days. But at least everybody had.
I got me booster.
Wasn't I meant to be in 2 hours before you, and I couldn't fucking go and get it. Feeling good after it, yeah.
Yeah, it was grand. Not too bad at all, no.
Yeah, good. Look, case. Go like what I'd say is this, right? And this is the only thing I want to talk about it because I have it now, right? Or I will have it, or whatever you want to call it, right? You see all these people talking shite. It's just cold. It's just a flu, right? Like, yes, it is like that. But guess what? It's only like that to me. It might not be like that to the next person. We all have to remember X amount of people have died from this, forgetting what their age is, anything like that. So yes, it could be a cold or a flu-like thing. And it is to me at the minute, thankfully, okay? But that doesn't mean it's the same to the next guy. So get your head out of the fucking
I was talking to one or two people that got it. Day 8 and day 9 seem to be the worst ones for them.
Well, which is weird because they're changing the rules tomorrow, Friday, to 7 days from 10 days if you have negative antigen tests on day 6 and 7. So So yeah, it's all because of the staff that's missing from work or something like that. They're doing it to help the businesses.
Of course.
But that was me. I have COVID. I mean, I finally caught something after all these years that I know about. So yeah, no problem. That's all good, Kev. But look, I'm happy the kids had a good Christmas. But look it.
Yeah.
Let's start having some crack, right?
Would you rather, Pico?
Yes.
You have to do would you rather. It's my turn.
It is your turn, you foggy. Yeah. After last week's or after the Christmas one, you getting rid by Santa.
Yeah. Would you rather? Okay.
Yeah.
Seems you're Christmassy, right?
No, Christmas is gone, Kev, I know. Right?
Would you rather stand on a Christmas bauble, okay?
Yeah.
Or sit on a Christmas bauble?
Bare feet and bare ass, yeah.
Barefoot, bare ass.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with sit on it.
Ooh,
yeah, I don't know why. Hey, I have a fat ass, like, I think I'd be able to take it, like.
Cut your ass. Like.
I know, but if I cut your foot, you can't walk. Like, if I cut your ass, you can just stand up, like.
Nope. Cut your ass, you know all about it, but I'd say that's something. You go into prison, you know about it so
and that's going to be one of the topics. And that's one of the topics in 2022 we're going to talk about, Kevin. I already have that one wrote down.
You know what I mean? Like, you imagine one basketball comes up, he goes, "Hello, you be my friend? You be my friend?"
One basketball, hey, wow.
Well, it was kind of Escobar. Kind of,
I love it. I know. I knew you were going with it. I love this.
He come up to you. I'm telling you, you'd rather him putting somewhere on your foot than on your arse.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, remember, you just said sitting on it. You didn't say it had to go in my arse.
Oh, no, because it's crack. Let's be honest. If you stood on a bauble, it's going to break.
Yeah.
If you sat on a bauble, Pickle, it's going to break.
Definitely going to break, yeah. It'll break a few of them. Yeah, no, I'm going with my arse. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go with my arse, Kev. Weird. Right, so we said we were going to go through our year, Kev. First of all, obviously we're going to talk about the world as well, so we are. But we're going to talk about our year first of all, as in
because the world does revolve around us and our podcast. So
obviously,
so whatever happened really outside that doesn't really matter.
But see, clearly it does, Kev, because when you have other podcasts doing what you do, clearly the world evolves around us. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've had this is our first year of podcasting, Pickle. It was your idea. It was your idea back. What was it? Around 2 weeks ago last year.
Yeah.
And you kind of come up with this idea that we do podcasts. I told you about mental. And I said, fuck it. If we need a couple of weeks, so it'd be grand. We're now 49 weeks in, Pickle. And it's been absolutely great crack. Like, we did start, what was it, the 14th of January, was it?
The first episode went out on the 31st of January. That was when we aired our first one. So
we kind of come up with loads of different ideas. A lot of practice on, as we told you before. But, like, we've had a number of guests. We've had, let me see, about 20 guests in total. 24 guests in total. Like, do you want to? Will I read them out, Pickle? Would you like to read them out?
Well, we'll do a couple, right?
I'll read out.
Yeah,
okay. We had the late. I'll go backwards. Okay, we had Mark Duffy. We've had Baz Black from Baz Black Pearson and acting. We've had Niall McNamee, singer songwriter.
Time out. Right. So Mark Duffy, right? Like, that was literally like local lad.
3 weeks ago.
Fucking like 100 million fucking followers, right? Yeah. Okay, like, I started watching some of the videos he's on about. I have no idea what he's talking about, but I can understand why he has like a gazillion followers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, it's brilliant. Like, you know what I mean? And Baz, of course, our man, our co-star in March. You know what I mean? When we hit Netflix, Kev. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like, I got to get back to Slim more now when COVID fucks off, start losing his weight again. So, dude, like, hey, but no, it's great having Baz on as well. Like, for locality. Like, having the two lads on, they're doing extremely well for themselves. They really are. Then obviously Niall, unfortunately, we didn't get to go see him. You heading to Lapland, PCR test suddenly needed. It just was risky to say the least. But Jesus, like, and now I can say it correctly that his dad, Cherrie, whose last name is not McNamee. Yeah, McNamee, because I completely fucked it up last time. You know, we'd be having great crack with him now on face as well. But Niall, seriously, what, like, Kev, I don't think we ever thought at the start of this, right? We thought people we could interview, like, and we were thinking, like, who could we interview? Like, literally,
Paddy and Jimmy down the road, like,
you know what I mean? Like, or these people grow their own crops, you know what I mean? Like, or something like that. Like, Niall McNamee is going to be an absolute, like, musical star. He's already on the fucking path. He's going to be an absolute fucking megastar. We had him on a podcast on a Sunday morning. when he was hungover talking football and trains and slagging off people going to American football games.
It is Dundalk top.
It is Dundalk top. Like, Kev, like, this is the bit that blows my mind. We're here a year, and guys, I know we try and mix things up, right? And we do certain things the same way. We try and mix it up because we like where we're at, okay? But like, it's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. I promise you that, right? Because there's no way me and Kev put in a year of this, and especially the first 6 months of it, which involved fucking editing the episode for about 4 days, right? Forward, pause, cut, right? Play again. Oh, stop. Don't like that word. No, take that out. Delete, right?
We were afraid to say stuff instead of just saying it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and we thought at the start, we're like, no, we have to stick to who we are. We have to fuck people off, and we have to. And then we didn't, and then we did, and then we just kind of went loose on it. Then, like, you know what I mean? But I'll do the next couple, Kev. Right?
Yeah.
We had SteveyJ. Thanks to Coffee Time, thanks to Stevie, thanks to Sara, let us in the back of Coffee Time. That was the one that we recorded at the back of Coffee Time. What a man to speak to. Personally, I said on the thing, I know I went back dark again, but at that time, in the build up to interviewing him, watching his videos on YouTube, it changed my life a big bit. So it did, okay? He's a catchphrase that says, dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, you shall become, okay? I kept saying this over and over again at our Clancy Cup, in the quarterfinal, in the semi-final, you name it. I was just constantly walking on the sideline, just saying it over and over again, right? That man literally changed my life, and I'm thankfully going, I think, back that way. But that was nice, Kev. That was good talking to him, mate. And then, hey, friend of each other, friend of the show, Niall Carroll.
Yeah, absolutely great, absolutely unbelievable story to come out. Like, that things could happen to everybody. Like, and it wasn't a story that we kind of knew that was going to happen. It kind of all of a sudden came out of nowhere. Yeah. The interview kind of happened because of a Facebook post that Niall put out, and so we kind of interviewed him on the basis of that. So hopefully everything is going well there with him and the family.
He was happy he had a platform to
voice
to get it, to let certain things out. And as we said before, we said it during the year with different topics that we had. That's like, if people want to come on here to talk about something, then we'll figure it out. We'll talk to you. We'll let you speak, and then we'll go, okay, tell me about this. You know what I mean? Like, there's no fear factor coming on chatting to us two fuckers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, completely not. Hey, and
we'll embarrass ourselves at some stage anyway.
Yeah, at some stage, like we haven't already a bunch of times, Kev. And then Ashley and Anita, right, who I had to interview, Kev, because unfortunately your power wasn't working that night. Yeah, which was the All for Amelia cause up in Drogheda, and Jesus Christ, the stuff on the Facebook page all through Christmas, etc., has been amazing. They turned the town purple at one stage, so they had loads of buildings. I don't know, they built loads of buildings in that. Everything went purple in Drogheda. So it did. Like, it was class. So I was like, Kev, you love the next one though.
Yeah, we had Hattie and Stephanie from SOSAD. Folks, thanks for your support throughout that. Throughout our walk run of 7K, throughout the 12 hours. Absolutely fantastic. Hattie and Stephanie was interviewed. We kind of pushed on even past that, and come up with this idea to do the SOSAD run, and kind of with the help of Tesco, with the help of the Balloon Boutique, and all the sponsors of all the different companies that kind of came on board and donated and sponsored each athlete and each person, which was absolutely tremendous. We were kind of blown away by what we kind of went with it, thinking, okay, we'll try this, and then it kind of rolled. And
massively
heard about it. And then more people want to be involved. So it was an absolutely fantastic day, Pico. Now, I was bucked. Bollocks after. Okay, I did try to dance the whole way through it.
You did.
I didn't. I couldn't finish the last hour.
And on the day, Kev, like, I know all the business and that, but we have to also, obviously, like you said, Tesco, who let us use the place, gave us stuff and that. Like, Dramad Hire gave us the mugs, but then also Bose Ryan threw out a couple of coffees, and of course, Tony's Pizzeria threw up a couple of sausage and batters and some chips.
They were probably one of the best sausage and chips I've ever had.
It's the nicest thing I've ever had in my entire life, because I hadn't really ate from like 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock fucking that morning, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I know we're going to talk about highlights of the year after we do all our guests, and I think we'll talk about the SOSAD thing a wee bit. But and then Kev, we had your girl on,
my childhood sweetheart Emily
was on doing an unbelievable run for the Dundalk Dog Rescue. Raised a savage amount of cash, Kev. So we did. And then somebody that I was mad to get on the show, like literally mad to get on the show. Obviously,
Maura Faye from
up the road. So she is like, hey, you know what I mean? But of course,
from
Drumcondrat, which of course she is the producer of the Two Johnnies podcast. She does her homework really well before she comes on the shows. She helps the two boys out with different ideas and that, which we'd like to say, welcome. But yeah, it was great having Maura on. She sat in a car in Dingle, was it, or something like that? She was up a hill.
Or Tralee.
Yeah, she was up a hill.
Pico literally thought she was playing with herself in the car.
I did,
but I don't think she was.
Yeah, I did. Go back and watch the video. I thought she was fiddling. So it is. And then Kev, Miranda, come on to sleep about. Come on to sleep about. Oh my God.
Come on to talk about narcolepsy, which is falling asleep.
Yeah, like there's a random topic, Kev. I don't think I ever talk. Random topic. Wow, I can't talk. I think it's all the drugs. The narcolepsy. Like, I didn't think we brought it on thinking it meant you couldn't sleep.
I know. I thought, what was it that I think it was?
Insomnia.
Yeah. I thought it was insomnia, but no, it was narcolepsy. And then we had Ryan Keenan to talk about the black and white company.
Black and white vintage.
Black and white vintage. I know it'll be going bigger and better this year. I am still waiting on him to release a Barry Keogh memorabilia.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on that one. I think that's going to be a big one. I will definitely be purchasing then. And then we had an ex-work colleague of mine, and that work colleague of me, we had Mr. Peter Sage on to talk about the Jack and Jill Foundation and his daughter and the hike they were doing up in Analawn. Absolutely fantastic story and inspirational of how he's getting on with such hardship and the recovery and all that goes with it. So fair play to Peter for coming on.
Yeah. And thanks for coming on as well. Like, this is the thing. Like, I know, Kev, we're saying it gives people the platform, but it's not always easy for people to want to come on and talk, especially personal things. Like, you know what I mean? But like, look, if we can in any shape help in the sense of even just giving you a platform to voice something, and we will, of course. Like, we're going to go to Nurse Robert then, Kev, right? Because we're going to skip one, right? We had Nurse Robert, who, unless I'm wrong, was he like the first or second person?
He was the second interview.
Yeah, wasn't he? Yeah. So like, we had Nurse Robert, and that's all we can call him because of legal reasons and GDPR and all that kind of stuff. But that was at a time, Kevin, COVID was fucking rampant. Again, I know it is now again.
Really?
In my house. But no, it was good having somebody on like that, Kev, and that was the show, Kev, if you remember, back when we used to try and edit, where the whole thing was shit, and the episode was only about 35 minutes long, and it was just basically us doing the intro, him doing the interview, and then us saying good luck, bye. So it was. And then, of course, I think he came on three times.
I think it was 3 times.
3 times we had this man on, and he is welcome to come on as often as he fucking wants it. You know why? Because next season he's going to continue to be the #1 goalkeeper for our mighty Dundalk, Mr. Peter Cherrie. Woo!
Absolutely fantastic.
I'm expecting him to slide in now, Kev. Oh no, wrong hand. I'm expecting him just to arrive.
Like, we had Peter on to talk about his career, and then we had Peter on to talk about
the academy.
The academy, and before that, then we had Peter on to talk about his wife and her condition that she deals with it on a daily basis, and how the family deal with it on a daily basis. So we'd him on a number of times.
Cherries. So, don't forget the little cherries as well. Like, hey.
So some absolutely fantastic stories from Peter going on. But Pico, we did interviews, but then we got interviewed.
Woohoo! Finally,
so we got interviewed by Cahill on Dundalk FM.
Yeah.
I was in studio. Pico, you were on the studio of the toilet. So that was a great day. I really enjoyed that day. Now, we were talking. I know we're going to talk about it again, but we were talking about the SOSAD thing and the whole thing about podcasts and. But that was a great day. Like, I know you're a bit concerned about how it was going to go, but being on Jack's, but we got there in the end.
We did, and it was brilliant to do it. And look, I'd love to go back next year, or I'd love to go back in a few months to talk to them again and say, look, guys, you've done a year. How do you feel it went? Basically what we're saying now. Like, but it'd be nice to do it. And then also the Democrat reached out to do an interview with us as well. Now, it was a bit weird though, because originally they reached out to us to get us on the 4th of January, and because they've nothing to talk about. I was thinking, I contacted you on the 14th of September. Why are you waiting until the 4th of January to put us in the paper? Like,
they wanted to sell more Pico. They wanted to sell more copies, and we sold the copies.
I think that's all it is, Kev, because I know I will go around all the shops and I'll buy one. So I will. But no, we did, Kev. And then look to just cover everything in one bubble, right? We have to also mention the live show that we did. We keep calling it a live show. It wasn't even live. Like, we'll talk about it properly, right? But we have to give a huge shout out to Dan McKeown, our man, our producer, as I always like to call him. He did the interview with us with SteveyJ and Coffee Time as well on a Friday evening. Big thanks to him. But he also did an incredible job in the setup in Oscars. Big thanks to Oscars, obviously, as well, Mark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, for letting us use it when obviously the pubs weren't open then. And then, of course, on that day, we had our main sponsor, Conor Lynch, come in very short notice and did a great interview with us just about the family business, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff, which was great. We had Sara Winky coming and singing Hallelujah, which was just...
What was the song, Pico?
Hallelujah.
No, it's not Hallelujah.
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 Yeah.
Right. All right, okay.
What was it called? Just say it again, Pico.
Hallelujah. For a wanker. And then
Hallelujah.
and then the last person in general that we have to just thank is from 2 weeks ago. Gay, one of my boys, I love him to bits. He's getting married next Saturday to an incredible girl called Shannon. I know, unfortunately, we cannot go to the fucking wedding because of isolation times and all this kind of stuff. James Brennan came on and sang us into Christmas last week.
You can't go. Are you not be out of isolation?
I'm not going to be out until like Friday, but Jamie's not out until Saturday or so. He's 2 days after me, I think, or something. So, but yeah, guys, I hope the guys just have a fantastic day. You absolutely deserve it. I love the two of you to bedside. But yeah, Kev, that was basically our year in a nutshell. So it was, okay? If I had to get you to pick one of them interviews that you either never thought you'd do or were very happy that you actually did it. If you know what I'm getting at. Like,
well, I never thought we'd be in a pub doing a podcast with numerous cameras and a number of lights, talking to a friend of the family's, a friend of mine, a friend of my brother's, and talking about his business and how it was created and how it got so. Like, that was a bit of a, not a mind fuck, but it was a bit of like, Jesus Christ, we're actually doing this, and it wasn't just a bit of crack anymore. We did a lot of research, a lot of stuff was in it. Like, there's a lot of equipment there. It was cost hundreds, like, tens of thousands of euro.
The camera that kept going over and back.
It was just that was kind of realized. Okay, well, this is serious. Like, let's be honest. Baz Black was a pretty big one. Like, Baz has been quite famous, even around this town, even just being what he was doing beforehand, and without the acting, but like those things like happen. Like, and you're kind of go, Jesus. Yeah. We did that. Yeah. We actually did that. Yeah. But that was kind of thing. Like, I'm sure maybe in a couple of years when Niall does become an awful lot bigger, we go, fuck, we interviewed him. Yeah. Maybe that there is like, I've seen things on Instagram through Christmas there. He was singing in a pub in Dublin with the girlfriend and family members and stuff like that. And that was pretty cool looking at them.
Did you see the Rod Stewart one though? Amelia and Rod were they're in a church. They were singing. He was playing the guitar, and he was taking the piss out of himself. The face he had on, it was like, I just don't want to fuck this up. I really don't want to fuck this up. It was like Amelia and Rod Stewart, like, and you're like, oh my god, like literally we sat and talked to this bloke. So we did. Okay, footballing points of view. Like, I'm a big football man, and you're a big Dundalk man. Like, we have basically become pals with Peter Cherrie. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I know we know the wife from when we were young and that, but like, Peter Cherrie is a professional footballer. He is doing incredible things around the town with the academy, with the little Cherries.
I remember the first interview. It was kind of like, oh my god. And now I'm like, yeah, he's just one of us now. Like, it's kind of like, it's fine. Yeah. It's grand.
Like when he came and did the run for the SOSAD and that, and it was just like fucking fist pumps and hugs, and it was like, that
was a bit mental. That was a bit mental when he showed up for that. But like let's be honest, Pico, we're looking at the future as well. We're steamrolling ahead.
Worldwide, baby.
We've got a lot of interviews coming on. Like, we really do have a lot of interviews. A lot of local guys coming on again. We'd like to David Kieran coming on from Zuma. Hopefully we're going to get even bigger and better. Like, hopefully you never know. We might get Stephen Kenny. We're still looking at getting Mickey Joe Hart. That's one I really want.
Yeah, and Dave Rogers, who is currently Kev's Nottingham Forest's reserve coach, manager, assistant, whatever you want to call him.
We have to get him on pretty soon, Pico, because like the season's
he's
nearly over.
He's home. Let him get back over. He's home at the minute, having spent good time with the family that he deserves. Being away for so long, like so he is. But no, you're right. Like I know obviously COVID has really fucked up the speed that we can do things and stuff, right? We can't go and try and book the Tree Arena because we need money for Christmas. We will do things locally. We will, you know what I mean? Like, and we'll not go down the Patreon route to charge people to listen to two local lads who just want to have a bit of crack and try and bring laughs to people's fucking heads when they need it. And we said 2021 was going to be a year of fucking having a laugh. I can't wait to see my Facebook post on, I think it was New Year's Eve. I wrote something last year. I was like, guys, I'm working on something for next year. And I was like, I'm promising you this much. It'll be a laugh if nothing else for you, okay? And I'd like to think a year later, Kev, that we've helped a lot of people. We
have to talk to the people also, Pico, that actually listen to the show.
Yeah.
Okay. You listen to the show. We try our best.
I'm about the rift as well. Oh, excuse me.
We try our best to bring a bit of light entertainment. I know we talk about COVID every now and again, but to bring a bit of light
fucking now.
To bring a bit of light entertainment. I know people usually listen to us when they're out walking, when they're out running, but stuff like that. Like, and people I want to go bigger and better. Like as you said, we've been listening to another podcast lately. We're not going to give them another plug, okay? But I want to get, what do you call it? A soundboard. I really want to get a soundboard so we can actually use stuff like that, because some of the stuff
disgusting.
I mean, I think that'd be a great idea for us. But yeah, really, hopefully bigger and better next year, and hopefully a bit more sponsorship. We'll do a few more, what do you call it? Competitions. We kind of eased off in the competitions kind of halfway through.
Yeah, and we gotta say thanks to all seriously, I know we were doing ads for people, and then we were getting vouchers and stuff off them for you guys as a competition, which was brilliant because it helped. First of all, it helped get them more followers on the page. You know what I mean? Like, it helped us do something as well. So, but yeah. So
we'll probably go into that sort of thing again come next year. I know there's one or two that got in contact with me myself. So hopefully we get that sorted. But yeah, hopefully bigger and better next year, Pico, as we said, and hopefully even more laughs. Now, we've still got a lot of stories to tell about ourselves and stories to tell about each other.
Yeah.
So they're definitely going to come out next year. I think we were saving them. We were kind of saving them up for kind of hopefully our live show that was meant to be held in McAllister's, but unfortunately,
we're just going to have to hold it off.
It doesn't look like it's going to happen. We're going to hold it off for another little while. But don't worry, we'll give you plenty of notice of when that's happening.
Oh, we will. Of course we will. Look, it'll be great. But look, we do think the world evolves in us, Kev, right?
Yeah.
But we'll jump out of our stuff for a minute, right? And let's talk about the world. Let's talk about 2020, 2021.
What happened in 2021 that really kind of affected the world? And I'll start off with probably the biggest one, Pico, in my opinion, right?
I call it COVID. Yes, COVID.
No. The biggest one, in my opinion, that's kind of changed the world for what's really still going on, and it still hasn't really changed anything, is the Suez Canal. Okay, a big evergreen boat. Okay, stood stuck in the Suez Canal like a big log that's stuck in a toilet. Right?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Suez Canal.
Is that like Suez?
No, the Suez Canal.
Okay, right. Okay.
So this big lump of shit stuck in the toilet, and no matter how much they plunged it or how much just kind of try to push it through, it wouldn't budge. They had one JCB trying to dig a wee bit of fucking clay out every now and again out of this canal, okay? But it got it free. But it was there for a number of weeks, and it's kind of set off this chain of events that it's still rippling. It's like a tsunami of product you can't get to people, right? But these containers, right, they were on it. There was no issue with containers before this, okay? So the containers are the containers, the price of containers are the price of containers, okay? The Suez Canal blocks off, and then all of a sudden, containers skyrocket. They put stuff into containers skyrocket, and then you can't get your garden furniture from Home Store and more. You can't get your glass cabinet from Argos. You can't get anything that was flat. IKEA, I don't know how IKEA is still surviving. There's anything that comes flat pack. Just didn't happen. Like, it was stuff. I think there was cars. There was stuff in this container. It was massive pickle, right? It was bigger than. I think it was bigger than what do you call it? What do you call that big Empire State Building? This thing was giant, huge. Like,
was it that big?
Yeah. So if you got the what do you call it, the Empire State Building, and you put it on its side, that's how long the ship was.
Pretty fucking long.
So it was pretty long, like, and this got stuck in a fucking bit of water, and it's caused this. It's still going on, still fucking happening. So, like, Jesus Christ, get this shit together, folks. People like sailors.
Yeah.
Like, fucking take your dick out of the other sailors' arse. Like, come on, sail the fucking boats down the canals and get them sorted.
Yeah. Can I just say, right? I love how 2021, right? We jumped in straight away with the Suez Canal, so whatever way you pronounce it, right? I love because we could have jumped in with fucking COVID, or like my thing about 2021, Kev, which I'll always remember, because it happened at the start of the fucking year, was because I watched it, and I literally watched it and couldn't stop fucking watching it, right? Which was the attack.
You watch?
No, the attack on the fucking Capitol building in America. Trump, when he called everybody coming on, there was guys with horns and face paint, and there were
not a penis horn.
No, like he actually had horn. He actually had horns, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was incredible. And like, the cunt was impeached twice, and he still didn't get fucking fired as president. Like, you know what I mean? No. He's impeached twice. I don't know. Donald Trump, he's a fucking retard. Right. So he is, like.
But look what's in charge now. Fucking Sleepy Joe.
Sorry. Who is in charge? Who is in charge of America at the minute? Because
nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going on over there, because nobody wants to know about it, because he's making a shit show of the vaccines. He's making a shit show of everything. And if it was Donald that was in charge, it'd be fucking uproar. But no, we got Sleepy Joe.
He came out of the cellar there or something at Christmas or something with the wife. So he did. Kev, there was a lovely lady who is local enough, who had a big 2021 in the world of golf.
Yeah. So Leona Mcguire.
Yeah.
Fair play to her. Leona kind of came out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere. The last couple of years, her and her sister have been doing really well. She got picked as a wild card for the Solheim Cup, which is the ladies' version of the Ryder Cup. And absolutely, unbelievably smashed through the Solheim Cup. Like, the most points you can get, okay, for a Ryder Cup as a person, as a group, is 5 points. Okay, and Leona goes and gets 4.5 points. So our mate, she was teamed up one of the days, got a half a point. So 4.5 points. She got player of the tournament from a local girl up the road in County Cavan.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, absolutely tremendous effort, and really, she was the first pick that's ever been from Ireland from the Solheim Cup. Now, I know,
unreal.
I think the sister played, and her played for the. I think is it the Walker Cup? No, it's not the Walker Cup, but something like that. It's the amateur version of the Ryder Cup. And the Walker Cup is the men's version of that.
Yeah,
but yeah, absolutely tremendous. Leona Mcguire, like, it was. She's been playing absolutely tremendous, even on the PGA Tour. So really well done to Leona.
Brilliant. And look, we're going to spend a bit more time talking about it. So we're going to skip the Ireland bit, right? Disney comes to Wicklow. What the fuck was this? Kev sent me these today, right?
There's a Disney movie. Yeah. So a Disney movie was being recorded in County Wicklow. Okay, so absolutely tremendous. So I think it's torn parts of the street. They're changing name to different whatever. JJ
McShaggy or whatever you call him from Grey's Anatomy. That guy was in it.
Yes, that's yeah.
He was in Dundalk. Yeah, they were on a train in Dundalk or something like that.
Yeah, they were at the Dundalk train station.
Good man.
A lot of stuff went on. Disney coming to Ireland is always a good thing, and brings money to the country. That's all we want, is more money to the country. Yes, I know. What do you call it? The HSE. The head of the HSE will probably take it for being a car ride and stuff like that.
Yeah,
claiming a new car and stuff like that. Fair play to them for doing that.
Paul, somebody,
yeah. Good old Paul Reed. But it's an expense. That's what it is. So we don't. Of course, it's going to make a headline. So we just leave it at that, because the headline's the headline. So it's clickbait. So until we actually know what the full story is behind that, we leave that one there.
Yeah, we never instigate talking about something that we don't know about.
And
Kev, we love women. We love women, right? Women. Now, it doesn't even matter what county they're from. We're proud of them.
We hate Dublin. Well,
Yes.
we hate Dublin. Like, let's be honest. It doesn't matter really what Dublin women's team, Dublin's men's team. So just this day happened. Meath go and play Dublin in the Ladies All Ireland final. Dublin, it was kind of how many points will Dublin win by? Will they win by 10? Will they win by 20? And lo and behold, about Meath go and romp home with some unbelievable stuff like Emma Duggan. She was kind of the difference behind it all. I think she's from Knightsbrook or Ashbourne, which is
111. 111 to 12 points. That was the winning goal.
So unbelievable stuff from Meath ladies. It never really. I think they won the intermediate the year beforehand, which is kind of this was going to be a stepping stone. So to go on won the senior championship. So fair play to them, and fair play to all women in sport. I know it's quite hard for them to be involved in from time to time, because I think it's not. Probably is still looked down upon from certain quarters and certain issues like that.
Well, one sport that you would always presume men. The next woman we're going to talk about, Kev, has basically smashed all the men, and that's Rachel Blackmore. Holy shit! Like, seriously, what are you?
She read the arse of them. Let's be honest, and not even. That's not even a pun, or it's not even discrimination. Nope. She read like nobody else has read before.
I wish she had won the King George, though. I backed her on that. She didn't fucking win her.
So she's done absolutely tremendous for women in sport and women in that sport in general. I know there's stuff coming out over Bryony Frost and stuff like that that I don't agree with, but for Rachel Blackmore, that would have been in those same circles. Never seemed to have an issue. But she has smashed through glass ceilings. She's won Gold Cups. She's won
the Grand National, entry Grand National.
She was the first female to run, the first female ever to win a Grand National this year, which was absolutely, and it was kind of, you knew it was going to happen. Everybody wanted it to happen. But actually, when it did happen, it was kind of like, oh my God, it's actually happened.
I thought Katie would have done it. I thought Katie would have been the first to do it.
And unfortunately, the fans weren't there to see it. That was probably the only thing that's probably come through it. But it was the horse was Minella Times. Absolutely fantastic running, fantastic jockeying. And she's as we said before, and again, it's going to sound dirty, and as I would always be dirty, she's these hands and all, like really soft hands. To guide a horse, and to guide it, it's just, I think me and Pico would text one of the other lads about it at one stage. To use these hands, it's the horse, she's a part of the horse, she's in the horse, and instead of her being too hard on the horse, she gets themselves involved in the horse, which I find she does usually very well. And fair play to her with her hands.
Oh, brilliant! Rachel, great with her amazing. Hands. We know you listen, right? We know because I saw your tweet. Incredible, right? She is just incredible. But Kev, there's one funny thing you sent me. I don't know if you clicked on this story or not, but you put a big circle around it where a man.
I did. But a man was kicked off a flight for wearing a tongue as a mask on a plane.
He looks like Kyle.
That is quite ingenious, if I must say so. Now, I do hope they were clean. That's all I hope for. They were a clean pair, and they're a lacy pair of neck tongue. Like it's not a granny pants. I mean, if you probably would have got away with granny pants, but no, this is a red tongue, hooked onto his ears, and just a little bit covering his mouth and his nose. So fair play to him.
Mask to mask. Mask to mask. But look, the start of 2021, Kev, for the Irish football team, I don't really remember it, but I know it wasn't good in people's eyes. Obviously, blindsided people who can't see more than what's in front of their fucking face. Ended a lot better. We have to give huge
from where it started into where it finished. Absolutely tremendous. I've seen a lot of people putting on stuff on Facebook and Instagram this week through the FAI pages that kids that never wanted to be involved or never wanted to go to an Ireland game about getting Ireland jerseys. Like,
Benny.
I'll be honest.
Benny. Did you see that one? Did you see that post?
Yeah, absolutely tremendous. Like, I'll be honest with you, I think I bought one Ireland jersey for my lifetime. I bought a hoodie during lockdown. Now I know it was on sale, but it was like there's a change in I think a feeling with fans. Fans feel part of the Irish team again. Now, I'm not saying we're back to the 1990s or 1994. But
no, we're better.
But I mean, people are buying into this now. People are buying into this group of players and buying into this feeling that's happening around it. Like, and hopefully now in the next day or two, they're going to be releasing the season tickets. And I'm going to buy a season ticket for Ireland. Like, I would have never bought a season. I would have never even thought about buying a season ticket for Ireland. So I'm going to do that. Like, but
take me to one of them, will you?
Unfortunately, I can't, because I'm going to be buying an adult and the kids. So
you motherfucker!
You're not going to pass. You're not going to pass as a 6-year-old.
Well, depends if COVID hits me. You never know how it might look after this.
Well, I know Evan does look a bit more than 6, but he doesn't look 37. But you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, but so hopefully onwards and upwards from Mr. Stephen Kenny. I know he's in town an awful lot. Like, I met him in town. I didn't bother him. I just said, Stephen, how are you? But he doesn't need to be bothered. I think hopefully come next year when the Nations Cups are on.
Yeah. Good draw.
Nations League. It's a decent draw. Like, 11th of June is Scotland. Like, that's the day before my anniversary. So I will be at that game, and hopefully I will be coming back unscathed from the Scottish. But the Scottish are a bit boisterous, let's say the least.
But no, brilliant, Kev. I have to say, I'm a big football man. I met Stephen Kenny when he came to Dundalk. First of all, he used to always be up there, and we used to play in Oriel. So we did the Winter League and that. And I remember having a conversation one day, and I was just like, I didn't know who the guy was, just knew of him. Like, and he spoke to me for about 10 minutes and didn't know me at all, right? Apart from the fact that I managed this team that was playing, right? The way he speaks to you, it's just, you can't help but listen and just literally be like, you don't blink. I think you're just looking at him, like, and you're like nodding, and you're just like, man, you talk so much fucking sense. But that's 2022 dream person right there, Kev. Okay, if we can in any way, shape, or form speak to that man, that's bucket list.
Well, I'll hang around Blackrock to see, can I bump into Stephen to see what he'd say.
Yeah, you start at one end of the town, I'll start at the other end of the town, and we'll just kind of keep walking up and down. So well. Kev, I put a poll up today because I knew we were going to talk about it tonight, right? Which was about New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
You voted in this.
Yes.
In fact, Peter, Cherrie, or Justine are just after voting in this as well. I never realised how against New Year's resolutions people were, right?
I'm not against it. I did it. I done it once, maybe 10 years ago. I said I'm going to give a cigarette. I get on for 2 days. To start off a new year with that much pressure on you, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So I said, nah, forget about that. There's no point to them. And I think what was the final outcome there?
Well, I know we only threw up today, but 85% of people said no.
No,
right? Like, it was a
big number.
It is, like, literally. Oh, I'm after voting no. I didn't mean to vote no. I was pressing the button to see, but it's still 85%, only one person. But yeah, like, look, I'm a New Year's resolution kind of guy, Kev, and I'm about to delve into.
But you do a New Year's resolution, and I'll be honest with you, you probably last 4 days.
No, I wouldn't.
And then it's all over. Like, I have a New Year's resolution. I'm going to jump out of a plane. No, it doesn't happen.
No. Well, look, Kev, what part of the show would we normally call this, Kev?
Pico's Diary.
I found
this is why we need a soundboard.
Yeah.
This is why we need a soundboard.
In 2000, right? So it would have been 16, right? I wrote out. That's 21 years ago.
21 years ago.
21 years ago, Kev.
21 years ago.
It turns out I did write out actually 10 New Year's resolutions that year, right? Okay, here we go, right? So try to go out to over 18s a bit more. So I was 16, so that obviously might when we started going out to them, but obviously my dad was very much like, no. Shift owner, that didn't happen. No. Win basketball, and then in brackets I have especially for Niall, right? Okay. Get legs cured. So just to not have anybody confused, right? Okay. When I was young, okay.
So Pico is now Pico's an amputee. Okay, he's an amputee. He has new legs, so they are completely fixed.
Yeah. So I used to have a thing called eczema, right? When I was young, I had it when I was about 10, 11, and I had it until I was 23. I got rid of it about a month after I moved into my new house. weird, some people might say. Just disappeared, right? But they were shocking. Like I used to go to hospital in the morning for school and get like plaster, white plaster wrapped around me, soaking like, and I have to dry it and put fucking school trousers on. Like it's horrible. So it was like having fucking like shin pads the whole way up your fucking legs. Like, you know what I mean? It was shocking. Like, so that was the plan, get it cured. So obviously that was when I was 16. It only took another 7 years. So it did. Get another job or two. I don't know if that's referring to hand or blows or an actual job. I was 16, so I don't know if that meant jobs. For some reason, I wrote down do well in school. Don't know.
Oh.
Like, you're right. I never followed through in any of these. Get fit, which I 16 I thought I probably was because I played a lot of basketball. Joined another soccer team. I must have left Rock Celtic at that stage after a fallout with Peter Paul, some ginger fella. How he was. He owns Van Dyke's.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck his name is. This is the second and last one, right? Don't shift any more really ugly or young girls.
You do that now.
I was 16, right? So my question to myself back then is
how young
was young, right? And strange enough, the last resolution after saying that was don't give a fuck. Kind of negates the whole point of not wanting to shift ugly or young girls. So it is. Oh my God, Kev, what the fuck? Hey, right. What we did during the year, right? Okay, the SOSAD thing. We have to thank all the businesses. I'm not going to name them out because I haven't got the list in front of me. We have to thank all of them, bar the two that didn't bother donating. Okay, so guys, thank you all so much for that. Okay, we really appreciate it. We got pictures taken with all of you, which was class. It helped get everybody's name out. I helped do everything, so it did. It was fucking brilliant. It was something, Kev, I think that I'm very proud that we did. We raised over $4,000. Money for that, for a cause like that, when we just kind of did it on a whim. Like we really did. It was there wasn't a reason. It was like, hey, this is cool. Why don't we do something? And then we tried coming up with something. Oni from Auto Shore had said to me about a relay style thing, getting loads of people in. I was like, fuck, that's. But where are we going to get people to do it? Like, and then obviously we had 20 fucking, well, whatever, man, because I didn't get a medal. So we had enough people for medals anyway. And we have to thank the medals guys as well for doing the medals for us.
Pico, I kind of come up with this route. And Pico was like, oh, I'll come up with a route. And Pico didn't come up with this route that would suit walkers, okay? And
we were
in and out.
Newry Road. We were like out by Bingo.
Pico wanted to go in and around the town, up Johnson Street, then Johnson Street, in and out here, in and out there. No, Pickle. Take it easy here. Stick to the 7K. I have a nice, easy 7K here. Nice. It actually goes round in a circle and you come back to the same place. You don't have to do nothing stupid or anything from the last 100 meters or whatever. But yeah, so we got the route sorted and actually tremendous route. And I was surprised at the amount of people that did it.
Yeah.
The amount of people that supported us. The amount of people that came on board. And to raise that amount of money for a great cause, and hopefully help as whoever out or no matter how many people out is absolutely great achievement. I think to them, to SOSAD themselves, but to take a little bit of credit for ourselves as well. I think we did really well on that.
Yeah. I think we deserve. And like Hattie was great and all that. We were chatting to her, and I met her afterwards again at there was a thing on at St. Lena's and that, like, and she was still on about it. You know what I mean? So like, no, I think we definitely have a right to be fucking proud and happy of what we did. And look, at next year, something will come up. We'll have some idea. We'll come up with something, and like the amount of businesses that would support.
We still have to promote Pico getting his nipple pierced, so we have started to try to get that this going.
You haven't got to 1,000, let alone 5,000.
I haven't kind of pushed this along. Well, I kind of do, Pico. You know me and my fear of flying and fear of heights. I wouldn't mind doing if we did a. I know I said it earlier, but jumping out of a plane, I think that'd be pretty cool.
I'm too fat. I can't do it. You have to be a certain weight in order to not kill the guy who's actually the pro.
So you're too fat for a parachute to hold you up. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I will be like Thor in the Avengers falling out of the thing that time. The only reason I remember that is because I was watching it earlier on. I will actually go through the ground. Oh, and just because you're Kev and me share Netflix because we live together, okay? And Kev, you changed your picture on your Netflix profile, and I went into it yesterday and changed mine to crease, because we're both big Cobra Kai fans.
Yeah.
Season 4 is out by the time this comes out because it's coming out New Year's Eve. I think it is. It's tomorrow. So I'm going to literally watch it tomorrow. So I am get it all done because it's unbelievable. There's a new film out called Don't Look Up. Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence. I want to call her, right? Guys, watch it. Seriously, watch it. Brilliant. Ending is class, right? I'm not telling you, it is. It's number 1 in the top 10 in Ireland or something this week, like, right? It's a brilliant film. But me and Kev talked about another show, and I was watching Sky Sports this morning, and they kept referencing them, right? If anybody hasn't watched Ted Lasso, right, watch it. Kev calls it like your feel good, just, you know what I mean? You can watch it.
Watching,
yeah,
nice
at any
and
stage.
And there's only 2 episodes of kind of whoa a wee bit, but then it kind of
there was a purpose for it. Yeah, and there was a purpose for that, so there was, like, you know what I mean? But Kev, look it. Tell me something that you're going to do in 2022 that we are going to do. What are we going to do in 2022? What do you want to do in 2022? What is the one thing, that you would like this show to do in 2022?
I'd love to have Mickey Joe Hart on the fucking podcast and to sing "We've Got the World." That's what I really want. Well, that's what I want. Or if Dave Rogers does come on, to get insight into Nottingham Forest, or to even get a VIP whatever experience in the city ground, that would be absolutely tremendous.
Well, you know what I want us to do next year? I want somebody to take a chance on us, right? And by somebody, I mean, to start off with, somebody local. And by local, I want us to be given the reins for an hour to go live on Dundalk FM for 1 hour, covering somebody or whatever it is. I want them for one time so that they can see what it's like when their numbers go through the fucking roof. 2 people talking shit locally, playing a couple of tunes, obviously, Kev. Just hook up my Spotify, tell you, Billy Joel.
Now, the only thing that I'd have an issue there, Pico, with is my cushioning would have to seriously come down.
8 o'clock. Stick us on at 8 o'clock. Watershed, whatever it is, like, okay?
Or 10 o'clock. Do 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. I'll be up for that.
Yeah, but I think that's something next year that would be amazing. Just somebody take a chance on us. Give us that opportunity to show what we can do live. Because we did the show, Kev. We did Oscars. We know we can do this kind of shit, right? Kev, I have to read something out to you that I found in another diary, Kev. Oh my! I watch Friends way too much, right? This was from 1997, right? I'd love to go looking.
14,
I'd love to go looking at the Friends episodes to find out when Ross did this. Okay, I did a positive and negative list. You know, like a pro and con list about a girl.
Oh yes.
Yeah, remember when Rachel found it? It was on the computer, and he printed it. Chandler printed it. He was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, she had chubby ankles or something, wasn't it? Or cankles or something, right? So, obviously, we don't need to mention who this girl is, which is fair enough. So we'll call her Sally, right? As we use, I may as well end the year, start the new year with Sally.
As we started,
I'm going to mention her in a minute.
Can I just say on that front, the abuse we got?
Oh, it was horrendous. Okay. Horrendous.
Oh, because of who she was, and she was imaginary. Like, I'm going to call him out, Pickle. Okay, I'm going to call him out.
He doesn't listen.
Your brother-in-law is a dickhead.
Happy wedding anniversary to you guys. 10 years married.
10 years, well done. But a dickhead. That's all I'm saying. An absolute dickhead. And for the abuse he gave me, okay, I think at their daughter's birthday party, was unbelievable, Pickle.
But see, he kept thinking
because I'm a good sport, I can take it. I can take criticism.
Yeah.
But,
he kept thinking it was going to be one of the girls, like it was going to be Emily or Janice, and I was like, no. How many times do I have to tell you? It isn't somebody that you know, right? Like, I had to keep telling them that, like, you know what I mean? Plus, Kev, it doesn't matter whether she's real or not. She was fucking real to you at the time, mate.
Yes, she was.
She was fucking real to you, man. Hey, right, Kev? Here was the positives, right? What's Delta at?
I don't know. He must think there's something outside.
All right. Okay. Good looking, blackish hair, because that was important to me, apparently, right? Nice legs, get on well with her. The lads like her, so wouldn't get slagged. Because in fairness, that's important.
I think that's your. There's a dog mental. One of the things, based on what we've talked about before, and your diary, what people think about you and what you like is important to you.
Yeah.
Well, it was important.
Is that the dog or Louise?
That's the dog. That's that.
Della just wants to be part of the show. Yeah. And then the last positive, Kev, she doesn't live too far away from my sister's house. I still, to this day, have no idea where she lived if she didn't live too far away from my sister's house, because I don't even know in 1997 where the fuck my sister lived. And then the only negative, and this is why this girl's name is Sally. Bit of a slut.
Bit of a what?
Excuse me, abrupt. Bit of a slut.
Bit of a slut.
Bit of a slut. Yeah. So it is. But Kev, we did. Oh man. The one thing, God. Right? The live show that we did, right? Okay, in Oscar's Bar, right? Some of the topics we had got some great hits, like about the stags, that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously we mentioned Sally as well, so we did okay. But like Sara coming on and singing for me was unbelievable, because at the time that was like the first music that we had introduced. You know what I mean? Like so I have to give her a huge shout out, because also she was fucking incredible.
Yeah, literally. And incredibly nervous. She was shitting herself coming into the pub. Yeah, politely to do it, but absolutely smashed it in the end.
Oh, it was just class, but it really was. Kev, any other random shit for us? We have to end this. We've been talking about us the whole time. Is there anything random that we have to do or talk about?
Well, I'm always going to talk about Christmas. What did you get for Christmas? Did you get anything nice for Christmas?
Yeah, I told you what I got 2 weeks before Christmas. Boxers, socks, pajama bottoms. Sorted. So I did. No, you know what I did actually get? She got me an Alexa Dot, another one, an Amazon Dot for my office. So I have one now in the office as well. So I have endless amounts of chocolate. What else did I get? Oh, I bought myself New Balance runners. So when I get out walking, then I got COVID and haven't left the house. I do put them on walking up the stairs, so just to get the
break them in,
break them in and get the bounce.
Isn't that a great old Irish way of doing things? You have to break them in. So you couldn't buy a pair of shoes and wear them the day you want to wear them. You have to break them in.
You have to break them in. It's a notion, Kev. You know why Irish people love their notions?
Stretch them out.
Yeah, because that makes perfect sense. What did you get? I guarantee you got something random.
Oh, I got me Lego. So I got Lego, the Batman 1989 Batwing. Absolutely tremendous. It's half made at the minute. It's great. I got my usual L'Oreal for men moisturizer and stuff like that. What else did I get? I got a few running tops, a few stuff like that. Yeah, some great gear.
So you were happy out, Kev?
Happy out.
Daddy. Look, we wanted to take it handy this week. Nothing new, nothing major. We just wanted to talk about the year. You know what I mean? We really did. It's been amazing. It has.
And hold on. I haven't finished.
I know we haven't.
Why did you buy the wife? Why did you buy the wife?
So she got a wax dispenser candle thing.
Well, at least it said candle.
Yeah, it's very glittery and shiny. You plug it in, it's really bright. I mean, really, really bright, and it burns the wax melts that she likes. She got that. She got a Jenny Glow perfume that she likes.
Okay.
I don't know what color, it was pink. She got obviously jammies, because you couldn't have Christmas without buying the woman jammies. You know what I mean? I also, thanks to Sara from Coffee Time, actually then got her some for training bottoms. You know, like the jeggings, leggings, whatever the fuck they're called. Got a pair of them. I picked the color. Turns out they went in pretty well. A voucher for beauty places.
Very good.
Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. And I can't remember what else she got. Yeah, she did well. She did well. She did all right.
She did well.
Yeah, she did all right. She did all right. You know, it wasn't too bad. But at least we were able to get all the shit done before fucking COVID kicked in. Which is kind of important. You know what I mean? I have a feeling that there was something that I was meant to do or read out or say, and I can't remember what it was. What'd you get, Luke? Kev? Did you get any more bow and arrows or anything like that? No, would love fucking descriptions on it.
No, butt plug.
Why where'd the last one go?
It got lost.
It got lost.
No, just the usual perfume, the usual stuff carry on, jewelry, all that sort of carry on. Yeah, absolutely great stuff.
Happy days. I knew what it was I wanted to say, Kev. We hit over 6,800 plays just on Spotify. So we did in the year, right? I can't get the fucking
That's just on Spotify.
That was just on Spotify. So
that's just Spotify. So that's on Instagram or Facebook. So yeah, so hopefully this time next year we'll be at 20,000 pick. I'm telling you, 20,000 will be.
And that'll be pierced, yeah. Just around a bit there. Get the nipple pierced.
That'll be pierced. Yeah.
Have to get a tattoo.
You're breaking up there the last 2 minutes. So you're breaking up there a wee bit the last 2 minutes. Hopefully we don't hear it on the recording. Yeah, be a nipple pierced and a tattoo. That's what you're getting.
I want a tattoo, but I can't give blood because of COVID.
No. Yeah.
They're here now this week and next week, and I can't give blood because of the fucking thing. Hey, but you look, no matter. But look, we're back next week, and we're flying from next week, guys. I mean, we have new topics, we have new stories to tell you. We are going to mention about. I swear to God, next week we're talking about erections and babe station. Right, that's two things that we're talking about next week. Okay, I'm saying it right now. We're kicking off 2022 with a bang. Okay, with filth. Right, so we are. Hey, but look, Kev. Are you happy enough, mate? We've done the year. I'm
happy enough. I think we've done the year. 49 episodes. Happy days. Thanks very much for you, Pico. Thank you for an amazing year.
Thanks for trusting me, hey.
Chats. Yeah.
And look, for all the people that have been sharing the show, fucking Cabbage, Cherrie, McNamee, fucking alias McNamara. Tony's Pizzeria are sharing it with us now as well. They're loving it to the hour, like, you know what I mean? So, guys, we've been doing it a year because you guys are listening to us. Keep listening to us. It's only going to get better and bigger, I promise you. Kev, I love you to bits, man. Okay? Happy New Year, everybody. I know when this comes out, it'll be obviously done, but Happy New Year.
So, yeah, Happy New Year. Have a great year. Have a great 2022. And, guys, share the show and enjoy it.